Welcome back. As previously discussed, today we are here with Nathan, and he is getting very close to adulthood, despite being the same age as Josephine. But I have now turned pregnancy aging on, so that will not be a problem in the future. So, our goal for Nathan is to, get him a life of sorts. He hasn't really got anything going for him. He's got a job, but he doesn't have any romantic entanglements. So, what we're going to do is look through his list of people that he knows and find a lovely lady to bring over and, maybe get closer with. So, that has happened. You just can't see her. You can see her thought bubbles there, but you cannot see her until there we go. So, here she is. She is, I think her name's Yolanda. Is that her name? Did I make that up? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure her name's Yolanda. You can probably see better than me. Yes, Yolanda. There we go. Um, so we are just getting to know her a little bit better, just becoming friends. Nothing too scandalous yet. And I don't even know who died that made Kaylee sad, but someone died. So there's that. But also, I was looking around, maybe that we'd have a birthday cake available for Nathan, but we do not. So we'll have to bake one a little later. In the meantime, he is going to continue to talk to Yolanda, who is an adult, and they're just going to become friends, nothing too spicy yet, but for right now, they are just being friendly and enjoying each other's company. So, um, they're going to stargaze because stargazing and cloud gazing is a very easy way to get friendship up. Pro tip. I got that one from James Turner. And then we are going to quickly just redecorate his room a little bit. I mean, he's going to be an adult and he's still got his childhood bedroom. So I'm just going to flip around things a little and then also take that room that used to be Josephine's room and turn it into a guest bedroom instead of, her childhood bedroom. So we are just switching up the furniture a little bit here. Some double beds instead of singles. And yeah, I mean, he gets to keep his laptop. Why not, right? But she is heading out and he is tired, so he is going to go to sleep. And we'll skip ahead to him waking up just because we are playing him right now. I'm not really concerning myself with Sylvia or Kaylee. They are just living their lives in the background. This is the Nathan show right now. So he is just going to sit down for a meal with Sylvia, his mother, and they are just going to enjoy each other's company. He doesn't have work today either because he's a teacher and it is the weekend. So he is going to, try and continue his relationship with Yolanda a bit. And unfortunately, as we kind of have known is coming for a little while, Sylvia passes away from old age. Now, this would be sadder if it didn't completely ruin my entire plan for Nathan. So, anyway, we put her urn outside in the backyard, and it doesn't turn into a gravestone because I put down flooring there. And of course, the money tree, which I almost forgot about, but we can continue to make them money from the money tree. The problem now is he cannot be romantic while he is sad. So that is the current issue. So I'm going to work on his birthday party instead, and I'm just, trying anything and everything that I can try to, you know, get it so that he can actually live his life. We are kind of on a little time crunch. We have about one sim week before Griffin ages up into a young adult and we start the next generation. So I want to complete this with enough time to go back to Josephine's household and finish getting her to the top of her career. I think she's level 8 right now. And then start with Griffin's life, but we can't. So we're on a time crunch. Is basically the moral of that whole tangent. So we can't have him being so sad for so long when he needs to be, impressing Yolanda. So we make him his birthday cake, and he is going to age up into an adult now. I'm hoping that that will make him happier. Also, it's his birthday, so that's got to happen anyway. And I've just kind of accepted right now that we are going to have some problems with our goal of a little something something. So that is unfortunately what is going on here. I'm just working on his needs a little bit, trying to get him out of the very sad state. I mean, he did just lose his mother, so of course he's really sad, but I mean, I need him to do things for me. So they continue to work on their friendship anyway, but they can't do anything else. And Josephine does come to visit. Poor Josephine, her mother had passed away as well because they're brother and sister. So he is going to take a shower, take a nap. I'm just trying to do those sad interactions as well, like with the mirror, give yourself a pep talk or cry it out under the blankets. Just trying to get him to, lower the sad moodlet. So after lots of trying, we do get him to be playful. He took a bubble bath, and it only just overrode the very sad um, moodlet for just a moment here. So we are going to go in for the kill here, trying to get flirty with her. And we find out by being flirty with her that she is actually married to some guy whose name I forget. But do we care? No. Because, Nathan's like, we've been such good friends, and, you know, you're looking really good. Your outfit is amazing, but it's not easy to seduce this married woman. It is just not going particularly well. So, but we've put all our eggs in one basket here. So, that is, this is the route we're taking. So he is going to continue to be flirty with her and finally get the romance bar to start moving. Even though, she's a little hesitant. She's married. She doesn't want to be unfaithful to her husband, but also, she feels bad for her friend who's really sad, and she likes the attention as well. She's an adult. She's been married for a long time. She, needs a little spice in her life. I am just making this up, really, and do not condone this sort of behavior in real life. But Nathan is going to have an affair with a married woman. That is what we have decided for him. And, you know, he needs to stop being so sad in order for that to happen. So, cut to him not being sad anymore. And we are looking for Yolanda, and we cannot call her to the lot because she is around the neighborhood, and there she is in the back there. So we are going to try and grab her attention. Probably out on the street is not, the most socially acceptable place to flirt with someone else's wife, but we're going to do it anyway. So they just, kind of say hello and get a little flirty, make some attempts here. And, she likes it at first. She's enjoying the conversation, but she ultimately decides, she has a husband. She has 3 kids with her husband. I checked. Oh my gosh. So she's got a husband and 3 kids, and she doesn't really want to throw that away for a fling with her friend who, well, they were friends before I got a hold of them. That's why I chose her. But she's not really interested in that. And he says, well, okay, well, how about a one night stand? We don't have to be in a relationship. We can just, you know, have a little fun here. And so she agrees to that. So she's, she likes the attention, so she's happy to enjoy herself. And I am just checking to make sure that she is now pregnant with Nathan's child. And it looks like children because it says pregnant with one male sim and one female sim. So congrats, Nathan, twins. But yeah, so that is what we have done for Nathan's life. He had a spicy affair with his friend, and she is now pregnant with his children. So instead of waiting for the children to be born, we are going to head back to Josephine's household. And we can check back in on them later, but they are not going to be a part of our family tree because Nathan is not the heir and we are not focused on his life. That was just a fun little interlude. Well, we have Josephine having already completed her aspiration, and well, we are waiting for Griffin to become older. As you can see, Josephine is still sad because it also Sylvia was her mother and she passed away, but she also wants to get higher up on her career. So she is going to make sure she does her daily task. So we do have a few sim days for all of this to happen. And I was thinking, how can we, make this a little more entertaining? So what we are going to do is we are going to find Griffin a partner. So that is pretty exciting for us. We are going to find him someone to have a, teenage romance like Kaylee and Sylvia had. He wants that. He wants to be like his grandparents, not like his mother. So we are going to go to create a sim and make a family to become their neighbors. So I am actually going to make them a mermaid family, which is super exciting. And, maybe we'll have some mermaid babies in the future. But, honestly, I thought that their mermaid form was more different than their human form, but it's actually not. So, I mean, obviously, there's the mermaid tail in this outfit and the scales and whatever, but you'll see in a second. Anyway, this is Zara, and she is the mermaid child of two mermaids. And they are moving into the Batu house. And I'm just giving her some styled looks because I'm not a huge Create a Sim person and I love styled looks. They just handle all my problems. So now we're looking at her mermaid form. And I kind of thought it was going to be more like a vampire form where they'll look totally different and be able to be totally different. But that is not what happened here. You can see I tried to add a little more scary mermaid things for her, like some scars and jagged teeth and um, all that stuff. But then when I went back to her human form, she still had all that stuff. So that was that was a bummer because see all the stuff. But I wanted her to look like a normal sim when she's a normal sim. So anyway, I just kind of changed that back, took away those scars. I added some freckles. And yeah, so we are back here with um, Josephine's household. And we are going to have Griffin, when he comes home from school, introduce himself to the new neighbors. So Griffin is now heading over to this house and introducing himself to all of his new neighbors because, as we learned with Sylvia, it's good to introduce yourself to the parents as well so you can invite them to things. So he is introducing himself to everybody and then becoming more friendly with Zara. And she is tense. And I don't know if it's because she's cold, because I realized that he is wearing cold weather outfit and none of them are wearing their cold weather outfits, but that's okay because they are going to become friends right now. And there goes a pregnant sim. Congratulations. So he is just going to continue to schmooze and continue to get to know her and her family, mostly her, pretty much her. So, I mean, the parents are in the conversation, but he's really just talking to her, and they are going to cloud gaze because we know that that works. And so they are just going to continue to become friends. And, they're neighbors, they're friends, and it's getting a little late, so he is going to head home. But luckily for us, when he does get home, there she is. She's right there on the sidewalk near him. So that is a pretty good thing. So he continues to talk to her and then, really solidify their friendship and then start in with the flirting. So he is going to start getting romantic and, tell her that she's so beautiful and that he loves mermaids. I don't even know if he knows she's a mermaid, actually. So maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't know she's a mermaid. Ooh, that could be, an interesting source of conflict in the future. But he's just so enamored with her. It was love at first sight. And he, wants to be with her. And they have their first kiss. And, they're just really getting along well. So he is going to ask her to be his girlfriend. And in the next one, it will be the last video with Josephine. So I will catch you guys then.